Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Yeah, lay ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go. I know I got the Scully on. Look, it's snowing here, y'all. All right, it's cold. I ain't trying to hear it. It's cold. It's not sticking on the roads, so thankfully everybody be safe. We're supposed to sleep tonight. It's cold, but
he on the east coast. You see East Coast Mike now. He about to get the Timbs. He about to be yelling Dipset or something. You know, like all the other 40-year-old thugs who won't let it go.
Oh man! All right, we got Cooper Blerd-ish. Say what's up.
All right, how y'all doing? Half of the Blerd-ish podcast. Good to see y'all. I know y'all ain't seen me in a while. Hey, and also those who are listening to Blerd-ish, I know I done took a long hiatus last time y'all heard me when we was talking about the fresh new anime of fall, and that season is almost done, but that's okay. We're still
gonna catch up, and we're gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna catch up because I'm gonna binge the rest of My Hero. I actually avoided all spoilers, and I know I
avoided because I was just so busy and out of it.
Honestly, the same here. And honestly, I've been kind of taking not a new vow, but all those bots and threads and people on social media, I have started to just hit block, not because of thread, not because of spoilers. Generally, I don't care because y'all get on my nerves. I'm sick of you bots. I'm sick of you bot-like people just spreading discourse on social media. It's just been miserable, I should say. So, y'all, I'm about to be like Mike. Look, I'm about to get back on my self-promotion. I don't care about what else y'all got going on.
Oh, speaking of self-promotion, what you got going on? What sales or whatever? What's going on?
I do have a month-long sale. It's always traditionally like you go to the link. I am backed by TeePublic, full disclosure. You know, whoop-de-doo. I'm an affiliate. Look, I'm actually wearing one of the shirts I sell right now. So if you like anime, everything to some of the stuff that I had designed for my own store, to my logo, please check it out. Every little bit always helps. You know, and then you can always get some books on the store too. If you go to our Linktree and Blerd-ish on Instagram, or just go Linktree, Blerd-ish, and find me multiple places. We got that sale going on and different things. So we're gonna get started. I'm actually gonna turn this off. The other half of Blerd-ish is walking in, but he might not be on the mic, but
word up. Yeah, Dub in the house. All right. As far as me on my side, when it comes to sales, we got the Etsy shop up, NERDSoul Decor. If you need some wall art that's similar to this, any wall art, actually it's not close so I can grab it, but got some wall art. The link is below. Check it out. There's a whole bunch of cool, dope stuff. I might throw it on the screen so you can see it for a while. But yes, framed art, wall art, so you can put some new personality on your wall. But with that said, we got news. Hot off the press. This morning, December 5th at 4:10 a.m. Pacific time. Oh, we got Dub in the house. At 4:10 a.m. Netflix to buy Warner Brothers and HBO Max, an $82.7 billion deal. Well, acquisition expected to close following Warner Brothers Discovery's spinoff of Discovery Global TV Networks division in Q3 2026. How are we feeling about this?
All right.
It seems kind of similar to the Disney Fox deal, honestly.
It's like, all right, on the surface, shout out to Mark Dub. He actually was coming to hang out with me. We might play some cosplay and cut my hair. He actually keeps me right in between our other homeboy. Shout out to Uppercuts. If y'all go check them out. But it is very similar, and it's similar in a way that it's another big company by another big company, and we go get to the particulars of it. Look, all corporations are evil, y'all. Look, let me explain something to you. And I'm not in a Disney shield. I don't get paid by Disney. The way y'all be so scared of Disney versus Sony versus Paramount, Skydance Paramount, because it's really Skydance and Larry Ellison. All these corporations do not have the common man person's interests at heart. We are just numbers to them.
Yeah.
So with that said, let's just establish that baseline right there.
We're just a set of demographics to sell TV shows, soda, food, shoes, whatever.
Long past the antitrust laws. Now, maybe like they don't care about monopolies in that way. And also, these are the same every company from video game to entertainment and electronics. They're all related. It's all the same company because one company owns electronics and entertainment at the same time. So
yeah,
they don't care about when they get rid of us and all this and that. So y'all and the stalwarts that want to save stuff and save cinema, I promise you, this cat has been long out the bag. And we're going to give our thoughts on it. But at the surface, it's another company by another company. But I'm going to explain why I'm actually happy that they might get it instead of, say, Skydance.
Okay, okay.
I'm just going to give my opinion, my take. Y'all don't like it in the comments. That's up to you.
All right, drop your knowledge on that one. I'm interested.
My knowledge is this. Now, yes. Both of them, Ted Sarandos, and y'all start the habit of looking up who own these companies, know the person who run these companies, know their name, know what they look like, and call them out. Because y'all love to call out the small man and the guy next to you beat up every day. Beat up these big CEOs. Ted Sarandos and Larry Ellison, are they both want to kiss up Trump? Sure. But one is already in the pocket strongly of Trump. Excuse me, 47. I hate to say his name on this, but this is politics too. So y'all deal with it.
Yeah, because all of this melds. Y'all love talking about intersectionality. All of this is connected. It's all connected. It's like X-Files. It's out there. It's all connected. It's out there.
Yeah. So like Larry Ellison, and shout out to GIF. I should have called GIF on this, but I know he's on a different time frame in Brazil. But we was just laughing at this because this is big news. That Larry Ellison is like, he thought he had it in the pocket.
Yeah.
What y'all heard the song Leopards Eat My Face, Leopards Eat Your Own Face. What's his name? Literally was trying to get the quick hush hush deal, and he already got the president in his back pocket to approve it. It was gonna get fast track like that. What this man didn't count on is simple greed. Look,
easy greed.
What's his greed? Greed trumps all. Go figure. What's his name? Zasloff. His whole job of the last 3 years was to the value the company, get the most value to sell it. Basically, Warner Brothers Discovery gave up that they knew they couldn't run the company like this. And then this was public knowledge. I know a lot of y'all don't read these articles or read. I'm sorry. Some of the, not Mike's listeners, not our listeners, but you people out there in random internet spaces, y'all just be making up any damn thing. And a lot of these CEOs tell you exactly what they're going to do in your face.
Yeah.
So the man Ben said I was going to sell it. Like that's like not even a secret. So he was just waiting to it. So he actually started the process. Then there was Larry Ellison. See, the people who like no big contracts, that was a joke during the Bush Jr. days. That was like a running gag. It was Little Bush. I think it was somebody had that cartoon, Little Bush Jr. But it was funny. It might have been Comedy
Little
Central.
Bush Jr.
Do you remember the cartoon Little Bush, Mark? Okay,
and
he would always talk about.
Remember it.
Yeah, we need to pull that up. But the running joke was like, I like no big contracts. So Larry Ellison was trying to have a no big contract where he just was going, we gonna get this real quick. This man just came fresh off of buying Paramount. First of all, it should be a cooling off period where your ass should not be able to buy another legacy company within a year or two when you just bought one.
Don't say that word, kids.
I'm sorry, y'all, but it just they just bought it and he really wanted to buy it. And I know you can't hear Mark in the background, but I think he quoted that he wanted to buy the first thing he want to do. Now I know CNN ain't this great bastion of liberal haven as it pretended to be or it used to be, but he wanted to personally take it out on some of the media people. What's her name that he wanted to get rid of? He wanted to get rid of Abby Phillips. Basically wanted to get rid of even more black voices. Yeah.
Like, look. They're like, we don't need them no more. We don't like what we need them for. Oh man, like what we need them for.
So when you got this guy openly saying this, and he just And also, I'm sorry, it's something about when a guy's just like, I'm gonna get it anyway because the president my partner, so y'all already gonna lose. And I like seeing that person not win because first of all, they crooked. They telling you they crooked, basically.
Yeah, they
like
crooked.
So now all of a sudden he's Mr. Antitrust laws and blah blah blah, and it's gonna damage this and that. Then you got the directors. They got some old scary directors. Now they hate on Netflix, but they don't turn down Netflix money when Netflix
Yeah,
come
like,
direct
these
for
be the
us.
same people that be kicking it on Netflix. Like, what you talking about?
But I cannot stand people who I'm too good to really help you out. I'm better than you, but I'll take your money. And trust me, y'all, Blerd-ish knows this personally. We used to deal with some idiots like that. We don't no longer in a lot of these groups and spaces. It's like, all right, you can talk all you want, but you ain't getting my money. You can hate me all you want, but you ain't gonna double mess up. Like once you can't, and then once people who don't respect you can't get your money, see how they change up. See how they act with you. Act funky as 10-day-old socks. Like they be mad as hell with you. So all of a sudden, Larry Ellison, Mr. Big Bucks, now he believes in antitrust.
Yeah, now all of a sudden he want antitrust laws.
And these directors, and from listening, I know Dan, Mr. Screen, Dan with charts. I know you ain't your favorite guy, but I do like his technical analysis of things, and he brings up some good points. And he kind of called it out. He's like, well, these directors, like, they anonymous. They don't want to say who wrote this letter and these things, and so they want to stand. This will be bad against cinema and the industry of theaters and releases and all that. And I got a word for y'all. If you hate Netflix that much, don't direct for Netflix. These people make movies. These people are a movie house. It's just different. And people knew this was coming 20 years ago.
Let me ask all these people this. All these directors that wrote this anonymous letter. Who been making all this Netflix content? Because apparently somebody making it. I don't know who did. I ain't make it. I ain't
drop out of thin air.
Who made it? All of a sudden, these directors be full of it. They want to. On one hand, they want to act like they're these pure cinema enthusiasts. On the other hand, they making shows for everybody else that got streaming. This idea.
Did Martin Scorsese, Mr. Cinema, one of Mr. Cinema, did he not take a Netflix check recently? It got broke off a lot, like a lot of money, like 60 million. Shout out to at least the comedians. I ain't mad at like Sandler and Eddie Murphy getting theirs. Luckily, they jumped in on early. Yeah. When they saw, they're like, look, that's how you age graceful. They like, look, I want to do a thing. Yep. It probably ain't all that, but I can take more chances. Eddie getting Amazon money, he getting Netflix money, Sandler getting a lot of Netflix money. And Tyler Perry everywhere ain't stopping him from directing. I know that's look. Say
Tyler
what you want
Perry
about
don't put so much on Netflix,
bro. He on Netflix, Amazon.
Homie on Netflix would be putting a boom mic in the shot.
Bro, I gotta give it to Tyler. Tyler is on all these media giants. He got something on their stuff. He on WB.
Because Tyler Perry knows how to make a movie for $10 and come back with change and still like, okay, if y'all really want to know the problem, we've talked about this before. Y'all love intersectionality. Here's the intersectionality of the movie business. One, y'all been making movies y'all shouldn't have made. Buying these whack scripts and using these directors that ain't worth nothing. And then also using these actors that y'all want to make a thing that ain't really a thing. Then
shout out to Glenn Powell. They trying hard. I like Glenn Powell, but they trying hard with Glenn Powell, man. I was this close to go and watch Running Man, and there's something about it. I
like Running Man, but I also like Stephen King stuff. Like Stephen King been on a run this year. He had The Institute, Welcome to Derry, Running Man, and The Long Walk. So Stephen King doing his thing this year. But with that said, with that said, then y'all been spending too much money. Y'all, my brother said it famously. My brother said on a podcast we were on like years ago. He said these movies cost too much to be bad.
Can I say something
Oh,
to that point? Because there's also this group thing that comes back with a lot of pods that I love. You know, I love The Ringer. I watch a lot of stuff. That's one thing I like about Van, because Van won't necessarily go with this creator when his coworkers be like, why are they pocket watching? Who cares about the money? Eventually though, industries go boom. If it's not done well and if it's not done efficient, I know this is creator content. We're talking with our heart and it's subjective.
yep.
And I'm not even trying to be mean, but ultimately there is y'all cannot out art greedy managers and owners. You just cannot do it.
Thank you.
Like I you can do it against, to make a symbolic meaning, but when it comes down to hard numbers, like, is this thing I'm investing hundreds of millions or billions in, does it work? Look, James Cameron can get up there and talk all that pie in the sky about save the planet, this and that. I don't like Avatar. I think it's garbage. I liked the first one, was all right, but I was like, I didn't need to wait 10 years and I didn't care about the other one. Shout out to my wife, she saw the second one.
I just finished watching the second one like last week because the new one's coming out, and the only way we're gonna see the trailer for Avengers is by going into the theater. So I was like, I might as well know what I'm looking at.
It'll be on YouTube soon enough. Oh, go copy it for me, Mike. Go bootleg it, share it to us. But
man, I dub it and I give it to you at school tomorrow.
I might buy a ticket just to go see the trailer, then walk out, because I don't care about Avatar. That's how much I don't care about it.
Avatar, it's not whack.
Lightsaber movie to the back.
It's not whack, but it's just it's weird. James Cameron has been at the him and George Lucas have been at the forefront of technology in film for a long time. So that's great. But the movie is just kind of like, okay. I cannot repeat what Mark is saying in the background. Yeah, I'm sure he has choice words. But I mean, it's like, it's the white exceptionalist movie.
Yes.
It's we've seen it time and time again. White guy goes into whatever indigenous population. They could be Mexican, they could be Native, they could be, African or something. White man goes there. They could be Japanese or whatever. White man goes there, and then all of a sudden he's the illest that ever did it. Right?
He's the best swordsman. He's the best archer. He's the tallest blue monkey that can just beat up everybody all of a sudden. Yeah, I said
super duper sweet.
But not that no shout out to the original Navi, the real Navi man, if that person exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, super duper sweet.
They don't even have. Do they even have the black voice actors from the original thing anymore? It's just his family. He's a biracial Navi family. With the white, they're white because they got their hair.
They got the
girl. They
sure
to put the hair on it.
The girl that played Gamora, they always painting her because they don't want to see her. She want to be Nina Simone so bad, and then don't want to apologize. They want to fake half apologize. I ain't forgot about you. And also, your name is Zoe Saldana. I remember when you first Zoe Saldana. No, you Zoe Saldana. All right, that's your name. Don't be acting like you cool down because you got some white acceptance. No, you are Zoe Saldana.
Do not bring her back to Marvel. Let her go. Man, I'm good. I don't need Gamora.
I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad she's gone because you acted funny with black people, and I don't want to hear it. Now, back to this though.
But back to that. But I'm just saying, James Cameron is the exception to that whole art thing because Avatar is one of the most successful movies of all time. Yeah. So that's why he could be, But and honestly, he was not making money.
I watched the first Avatar again because I watched them back to back because I'm like, this new movie coming, I might as well know what I'm looking at. The first movie actually still looks good. I'm gonna be honest. For James Cameron and George Lucas, those are two people that have always pushed for technology in film, and I got to give it to them. The movie still looks good, like technically good.
Those skills and that bent, and they was just like, and it didn't make money. Would Mr. Big Bucks, I own all the technology, give a damn about the art and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna open my wallet and my heart. The stock don't care, and I'm not, bro. I hate to be like that on this show, but I'm being real. Yeah. I don't hate to be like that, but I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, people kill me with these thoughts, and then that brings me to my next point. Or you can go.
Oh well, real quick, continuing on the intersectionality. So the movies cost too much to be bad. The actors don't be great. The directors don't be great. The writing be bad. It's movies that shouldn't have been made because this was like a short story that was like a cool idea. This might have been a short or maybe a like a great thing for social or something. Shouldn't have been made, but you made it. Cool. Then we get to the distributor side. Theater be dirty. Theater be dirty.
That was my next point.
Chairs be old.
These
popcorn
AMC
machine broken. Yo, this year my AMC's popcorn machine was broken half the summer, bro. Come on.
The movies don't have popcorn. That's what you go to the movies for.
It's popcorn. It's
the best way it tastes.
Bathroom be dirty. Floor be all cruddy and sticky. Chairs be old. People be in the movie theater talking, filming the screen, taking pictures. No usher. Ain't nobody kicking them out.
Y'all have followed this podcast.
I don't want to go. I might as well sit at home and watch it how I want to watch it.
Follow NERDSoul if you'll follow me on this topic. So we gonna dig in this again real quick. As he done listed it all. But back to, I guess, the intersectionality about companies buying companies. Mm-hmm. When AMC was on and popping, they made sure to run all the small mom and pop people out of business. Yep. Yes, back in the day before we had AMC.
You too, Regal.
You wanted an AMC. You know, Regal was cool. Regal kind of ran the United Artists out of business, or they kind of had they took some of their, or however it worked. So you had all these multi-billion-dollar, million-dollar deals going on and consolidation. And eventually, when companies keep cannibalizing themselves or keep eating it, they ain't got who else they gonna look into but in the mirror. Eventually, I'm the problem. So I'm about a third of the movie business industry, and I'm AMC. I'm the big dog. AMC might be the biggest movie theater chain in the world, I think, or it's definitely top 2, top 3.
They don't act like it.
So,
well, no, they do, because there's a stark difference between AMC in LA and AMC here in Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? There's a stark difference.
Treat the smaller places like garbage.
They be like, whatever.
I think they fixed when they took over Rave here in Baton Rouge. Rave was around the southeast.
Oh, shouts to Rave.
Rave was dope when it came out.
Rave is part of Cinemark, right?
Well, Rave is gone. Either Rave is Cinemark now, but AMC bought a lot of their theaters, so I don't know if they merged over or they just took over the actual physical property and then Rave went elsewhere.
Gotcha.
But AMC took over those buildings and all that. Rave was like first of its kind. Now, I was way back when. But I still miss the Rave green. It looked futuristic. Then you got, but AMC was like, you see AMC in bigger cities. Like I'll see AMC in New Orleans. I'll see AMC out in Dallas. I'm like, it'd be cool to have an AMC, But man, that wore off after the past 10 years, past 20 years. Because ultimately, the AMC, like you said, the buildings aren't done, prices go up.
Yeah.
But the greatest sin, let's just say they had poop all over the bathroom. Okay, I can hold it. Let's say I got to bring my own toilet paper or something there. All right, cool. I can do that. I have a stove full of that. But what you cannot do is have the screens blurry, have the light off, the light on, the theater, the movie rolling.
Bruh, they start the movie, the house lights be on. They start the movie, the screen be too little for they didn't pull the curtains all the way.
It's broken. They moving slow. And it's like, look,
then I gotta leave my movie I paid for to tell you because you should have a projectionist up there, just staying up there the whole time. But you don't.
Charts with Dan, and he complained that like he got on AMC like I had to go to them twice to fix this. I forgot what movie he went and saw, and he's like, you know what? I got my refund. It was a little bit of a hassle, but they eventually gave it to me. And that was that.
Yeah, because they always want to be wanting to give you like a free movie. I'm like, what? I don't want a free.
I don't want to come back.
Experience of this again.
Yo,
like, I don't want this again.
I had a terrible experience with Ghostbusters with just 2 other people in the theater because they up there. They come to the theaters. I don't know what's up with Gen Z, or late Gen Z, early Gen Z, or Gen Alpha. Why y'all come into the movie theaters to have business discussions? I don't know. With 2 dudes, or you come in there to have a whole non-English bilingual conversation. Shout out to those dudes who almost ruined Demon Slayer for me and Mark, but they got it. The movie was so good it overcame their foolishness, and it's just 4 of us. So I can have a terrible time in a movie theater with just 4 people. There's no more people, no more ushers to tell people, like, hey, chill out, whatever. And they can't, and I can't get mad at the workers. Look, y'all, I'm pro worker, pro small guy. These people ain't paid enough to deal with this because these companies are understaffed.
It's like 3 people working in the whole building.
Bro, you got the dude who got to
like,
take
where
tickets.
Is everybody?
He got to check your ticket. He got to sell you the ticket. They don't sell tickets outside no more in my brand, worn by me.
Yeah, you got to come inside. And
you got to come inside. That used to be the service desk. The service desk is dirty now. That used to be, like, I ain't trying to sound like no old dude. That used to be where the guy or the lady have to have the suit on to let you know there's management.
Yeah, whatever happened, you had your little burgundy suit or something. Yeah.
If you got to switch to a polo or even if you wear a t-shirt like this, just have a little name tag on and be like manager. There's some authority.
Bring back the blazer. Here's why. Because in some instances, the clothes do make the man or woman. Because when you dress a certain way, your mentality changes. And you can argue me and fight me all you want. You have a different mentality than when you're wearing flip-flops and socks and some sweatpants than when you're wearing dress pants, a crisp white dress shirt, and a blazer. You know you have a different mentality. You know you're like, oh, okay, I just can't walk up in here acting stupid. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bring them managers back. Bring them managers back with real blazers.
Bring them back and give them a pay increase if you want them to act accordingly. But AMC don't care no more because
soda machine place be all sticky and dirt. Come
AMC
on, man.
Acts like a monopoly, or movie theaters act like a monopoly, which is funny as we tie this all in together. That where you ain't got no other competition. That's not true. Look,
so that's my argument towards the directors. That's our argument towards the directors. We ain't trying to hear your letter because of all this. We ain't trying to hear all that. We ain't trying. Because look, due to the intersectionality of the movie business in general, we rather just stay home. Unless it's like Avengers or unless it's like something.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? In AMC, yeah, you got your subscription thing where I can see 4 movies for free, but none of them good.
Instead of them getting mad at the cause of the sickness, they get mad at the symptoms. Just like the people who get mad at at Lane Kiffin for moving. Shout out to Baton Rouge. We got their coach here, but not to go dip into sideways tangent, but they'll get mad at like, oh, why are you leaving? Because he get paid a lot of money and y'all allow it instead of changing the rules that hurt the people who got the power. Y'all do nothing to them, but then y'all get mad. Oh, y'all get mad at the players. And in case of movies, oh, it's superhero movies. It's such and such. But at the same time, superhero movies, it's just funny to see these folks try to eat their own.
There's tons of movies that come out. Y'all ain't going to see them. So don't look right now. Let's take a look at AMC right now. Cause see, people be acting like, oh, there's nothing but all we have is superhero movies. We don't have no choice, bro. That's all we could go see. All right, right now, if I wanted to go to AMC in my area, right now we got Zootopia 2, Five Nights at Freddy's,
massive hit.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Wicked for Good, Eternity, Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Thackham Hall, Jujutsu Kaisen Execution, which I'm trying to see.
I might try to see it.
We got some snow going on, and since I know that it's just an episode, it's not really like
half of it. Shout out to our boy Camp. He said half of it is just the season finale, and I don't really watch it.
So it's
I watch it in clips anyway. I'm not in a rush to go see it.
But Predator Badlands and The Running Man. So there's tons of stuff. Ain't none of these movies superhero movies. None of them.
But what they'll do is they'll be like, well, that's a superhero. They'll be like the genre movies, the word genre.
Because they have to move the goalposts because see, they've lost that argument now. So now since they've lost that argument, they got to go somewhere else. Even if you got Kill Bill being re-released.
I gotta ask
you got Merrily We Roll Along. Like there's other movies
to you
out.
And if Mark want to chime in, he can give me an answer. What is the last art house film? And it's probably Sinners is the answer. But even that was a little bit of genre, which is no shame. What is the last true cinema movie that made the money that they want to beat the other genres, the other genre flicks? Like, what is the last movie that was so vaunted, loved, that wasn't a box office flop?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you had weapons, but that's still, I guess you want to call that genre since it's horror.
Or maybe one, if you want to count one battle after another, because they
oh yeah, that was in the
Paul
theater
Thomas,
for 2 weeks.
And it was a hit, but it wasn't like it had this lasting power.
I did not go to see that joint. That trailer looked whack. I'm sorry. The trailer looked whack.
Thank you. It looked whack to me. Nah, baby. Nah, I hear it looked whack to Mark too. Now I heard good things about it, that if I wanted to indulge it, but there's some things I'm not going to mention.
Or like you got Sisu, the sequel to Sisu. I haven't saw it, but it's basically like, a revenge kind of killer film, mad shooting and stuff. So there's tons of different movies. None of these movies that I have listed
act like,
are superhero films. Regretting
like
You, if you want to see some kind of romantic thing, there's a movie called Regretting You.
Tell me what superhero movie that can keep Martin Scorsese out the movie theaters? None. Because they won't allow it.
Yeah.
Now, yes, they had the big. Maybe we gotten too big with theaters and they had to have too many multiplexes, but also they wanted more money, so they made bigger houses. They pumped out more. Now, here's the catch: they pump out more that are on streamers, and a lot of movies. Some people are like, look, I'm gonna just get my bread when I can. Shout out to all the black creators who would love to be on theaters. But guess what? It's still just as hard for black creators to get in the movie, to get a movie in distribution, as it is to get it on Netflix and whatever.
And then when a black person does make a movie and makes their own thing, traditional white media breaks his arm, neck, leg, and back to try to tell you why he shouldn't have the deal that he has because they're angry about it.
Hardest with Sinners, but people,
man, they was mad about Sinners, which beat a Marvel movie. Since y'all always want to talk about Sinners beat a Marvel movie, but we want something that's not a superhero movie unless that movie is made by a black man and then beats a movie with nothing but an all-white cast.
Shout out to the film bros who actually like, you know what? Hey, Sinners did what I wanted. I love this movie, and then some of them went to support it. Shout out to Tom Cruise. Crazy that Tom Cruise like, go see this movie. And maybe Tom Cruise hit the white people, but all right, get y'all butt up and support this. Y'all go talk.
He know about vampires. He's like, man, I got respect for vampires.
He's like, look, y'all want movies. I don't care who in them. He's like, I had one of my best movies with Jamie Foxx, Collateral. I need to rewatch that. But I'm just saying, it's just funny how it takes certain voices, and then it's infallible. And they still tried to fail it, but they couldn't.
Well, they tried to fail it because they don't want anyone who's black having any success because it doesn't fall in with their line of, in fact, general world view.
This is perfect. Because what was the message when Vince Sinners came out before around Easter, which I know. Shout out to the black church. I know black church. They got the black church on board. Like, this is evil. I'm like, do y'all know all these other movies they got coming out? Okay, but whatever. Sure. But
that argument fell flat. And I was like, do you know how much stuff we watch that's evil? If you
just turn on the news. Turn on the news.
Well, like, ain't nobody trying to hear
evil
that.
Evil is free.
Evil
is everywhere.
Yeah, this is a story, which is a depiction. It's no different. I mean, bruh.
And what that movie's right in our next neighbor door, our neighbors, but he was shot in Louisiana, right down the street in Donaldsonville. Trust me, we know all about this.
Here's what it was. We needed to have a push against it socially because we did not like a black man having this much power and then also being this successful. We don't like it. So since we don't like it, we have to try to push a social movement. The only thing is, even though we can control the platforms, we cannot control the grassroots.
This is what's
and that's crazy. Something that they could not control. They don't like it.
They had the audacity to ask, why would this man who created the thing? Now, when everybody else do this, hey, y'all can have this movie for 25 years.
Yeah.
It comes back, the rights come back to me.
Yeah.
And all of my stuff.
I made it. It's mine.
And everybody won't get that deal for every movie, for everything. But they allow a lot of people who do something that they own to still push them around and do that. And be like, such and such. but which is fine. It would be great if everything that you create can eventually come back to you and you own, but that's a rarity. So, but this man who has achieved at the highest commercial level and art house, but when he asked for his property that was built for something that he made as a true love letter to his life, how does he get it back? WB, it's gonna hurt the movie industry. Yet here's WB so many months later.
Until people are like, this kind of deal has been done numerous times. And then they were like, well, still, we don't like it.
WB is getting passed as a jailhouse cigarette again.
Nah, look, WB ain't going nowhere now. Netflix like, look, we got this. Netflix at home now. But I'll say this. With Netflix, I think this is a win for Netflix subscribers. This is a win for Netflix. I even think that this is a win for backlog content that they were hiding from you on HBO Max or whatever.
Easily. Because, here's the good thing. Now, I don't know the accounting of this or whatever. This might be some far-fetched thing. If WB, remember one weird thing. If WB got the tax write-off for, say, that Batwoman movie, can Netflix now show it if they bought the rights to this?
Yeah, technically, Netflix could. Netflix could show that.
I don't know if it's like you bought the credit has already been earned by WB, who's their ownership. This is somebody,
but they own all of that now. Well, sometime next year.
But does it have to stay in the vault? Like, does it have to be still it's a depreciated thing and can't be shown?
I don't believe so. I think because the tax write-off or whatever, however they do that, it's already been taken, so it's kind of done now. I think they'll be able to show it, so they might be able to show it, and then they get the Snyder the Snyder Bros. He's already home at Netflix. He's already at Netflix. Now the Snyder Bros ain't gonna pick up no mind because they're gonna be like, yeah, we can bring back the Snyderverse. Yo, I've already seen that. Online. Yo, bring back the Snyderverse. Look, bruh, it's over. They've moved on, and Zack Snyder is not that great. I'm sorry, guys. Look, come in. Snyderverse people, come in. Zack Snyder, you too. You can come in too. I'm sure that you enjoy.
You just had to hear Dub a little bit. You can hear Dub?
I can hear him a little bit.
I'm gonna repeat what he said.
All right. Zack Snyder and all of your followers, I know you enjoyed this Snyderverse. There are things about the Snyderverse that were cool. I'm not saying that is all trash, but that time has passed.
Yeah.
It's passed. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Let's just say this.
Let it go.
They may create two Batman. They might have the Batman, and James Gunn might still get his own Batman, because ultimately a lot of people who hate James Gunn, which I know he ain't for everybody, but the Snyder Bros are so sickening that it's like you almost just actively root for James Gunn to make these people mad.
Well, it's weird. All of these rabid fan bases for directors are very similar. Like the Chris Nolan folks, the Zack Snyder folks, the James Gunn folks, they're all very similar in how they operate.
Folks, they drink. I'm sure they drink with their pinky out. It'd be like,
the Chris Nolan folks are like,
high society. It's the highest of highest.
I view only IMAX. I have an IMAX TV.
It's above your intellect.
My cell phone screen is in IMAX.
Man, make genre films. It's still above your intellect.
Dude, Jay Shearer and I were talking about what movie? Interstellar for a second when we were talking about Eddington. I was like, I remember when Interstellar came out and there were all these actors and actresses talking about how great it was and how amazing it was. And when I went to see it, I thought it was cool, but I was like, it's just a time loop.
Yeah.
I was like, as someone who's watched Star Trek for much of his life, we've seen time loops tons of times. Trust me.
Star Trek was doing this with
Star Trek. We've seen time loops about
20% of the budget, and they was beating up people with rocks in multi dimensions.
Hit you with that.
and double handle, the axe handle. And then they shoot phasers.
Like,
time loop that they talk about Interstellar.
like,
It was a beautiful, touching. Those are people who ain't watch anime. That's
yeah. Come on, bro.
Like time loop. That's just it. Try a time loop where you go back as your younger self to fight to have yourself die over several times. That's just Tokyo Revengers. That ain't even a sci-fi joint. That's just a dude reliving his
Tokyo Revengers.
Yes, time loop as a thug so he can be a better thug and to save his friends and himself.
So he could be a better thug.
He was a thug. He was a street thug. In one of the Japanese games in the 80s and 90s. And that had a time loop, a repeat, die, rinse, repeat, roguelike lifestyle thing to it. So I'm just saying that's what they do on a regular. When it ain't got nothing to do with sci-fi. They just go back there fight. And then die, rinse, repeat.
I don't know, man. Come on. But yeah, it's because the James Gunn thing, the Snyderverse thing is, guys, let it go. I'm sure Netflix will make sure that y'all have like the Snyderverse selection so you can go in there and watch all that stuff. But it's let it go. Henry Cavill's moved on. All those people, they done.
Netflix, I'm not even going to entertain it. I'm just going to put it in order like how I always do. But you know what I would do? I'm gonna give Mike credit for this. Yo, as people who review a lot of anime, now I don't know if this ever gonna happen.
Yes.
Netflix don't have to do it because they can brand Netflix, but they now will have the brand name of Toonami. Other than Crunchyroll, that is the go-to name in the past 30 years for anime. Even if it hasn't legit been that, it's always going to be fondly remembered for that. But it's where you can break if you are able to be on Toonami. That has been life-changing to a lot of different people, mangaka and animators. And what have Netflix been investing a lot in? They actually been investing a lot in animation. And
they're gonna get Toonami.
Everything.
They're gonna get all of Cartoon Network.
Now that depends on if they keep the TV. Now the TV network, actually, my bad.
Because all.
Whoops! I got to disagree.
Are they getting their TV stuff or no?
I actually got to correct myself. That's right. WB is the studios have they're spinning those off into separate things, and then the TV shows can be resold too. So they are just buying the IP for DC and the movie. So I'm sorry,
so they're not going to get Toonami.
They're not going to get
Adult
Toonami.
Swim and Cartoon Network.
No, if they don't get the networks, that stays on network. Unless there's some type of deal.
I'm gonna read along and see how much they get, because if they get that could be interesting.
But they're not gonna get it because I forgot that Discovery started doing more hanky panky with their assets, and they're like, we want to sell this 2 times. So the goal was to just sell those assets as a thing. So it's WB Studios, and then the TV stuff is its own thing.
Oh man!
Here's the other truth of it. People, all the directors, nobody's crying about TV, the demise of TV. Like TV is there, but it is dead. TV is about sports, and even then, TV is on streamers, which is where movies are at now too. Sports is all on sports. If you really want to see how greed works, just follow sports, y'all.
Oh, hold up.
Or did they
see the transaction specifically excludes Warner Brothers Discovery's cable networks, including Cartoon Network, TNT, TBS, and CNN.
Yeah,
however, Netflix will gain control of TNT Sports UK and Ireland, which broadcasts Premier League
soccer.
I don't want that. The deal includes Warner Brothers Studios, HBO, and HBO Max. The extensive content. Oh man, we were this close, y'all. We were this close.
I hate to say this, Toonami might be in trouble again. That might be. This might be the casualty of it for my love. Toonami may not. Adult Swim is popular.
Okay, so they do get. I didn't even think about this being because it is a subsidiary. They get New Line Cinema, which is Lord of the Rings, The Conjuring, all the. Wow. Well, hold up. Then there's another report saying that they will own Cartoon Network. So All right, so what they look? All right, we gonna look. Netflix,
just
call
say
me.
this.
Call me.
I'm gonna just say this.
Tell
This is
me
how.
if you gonna get it.
This is from what I read. That the cable networks are going to be spun off into its own stock and own subsidiary to be sold, unless there is a specific deal for Cartoon Network that goes with it.
Netflix,
That's automatic.
Netflix, call me.
I hope
and let me know. All
somebody from Netflix be like, "Hey, let's get that Adult Swim out of you,
right?
or can we work on a deal?"
I'm not even doing the
Go on.
deal. Be like, all right, go on, give us that Cartoon
But
Network.
the truth, but let's be honest though. Here's the beauty of Netflix. They don't need to. They can
they
just
don't need
basically
it.
all they gotta do is go straight to whoever owns the license, Netflix. They bypassed all that stuff. So that's kind of like when you are a platform, you know, just how people. It's funny how people get mad at certain platforms. Like they get mad at Nintendo, they get mad at Disney, but they are platform holders who respect their own. They know that what they got, and that you got to go through them or you got to go somewhere else.
You got
But if
to
you
go
through
through
them, you're gonna pay them, hate them or
Gotta
not.
Pay me my money.
So
Pay it
it's
up.
just Netflix that made itself a platform. They don't have to pay another platform.
Yeah, Netflix is basically like Steam in that regard, where it's like,
just big digital
Yeah.
distribution,
so
and they did it.
Man, imagine Netflix : Toonami. That man,
But
Netflix
they-
Toonami.
but they don't-
Be
but the
over.
truth-
Bring back the spaceship. Bring back the little bumps in the middle of Adult Swim. Man,
But
look.
they still have those, not as much though. But they have them.
Yo, look, it could be dope.
And y'all, and look, and now if you give Steve Bloom a job till he dies, I don't care. Make him the voice of Netflix. Just simple as that. But he got the Wolverine voice. Well, he's not doing the new Wolverine, but he actually is the voice. He does Marvel Robert voices. So shout out to Steve Bloom.
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
I think he does Venom of all people. And he still does Wolverine on that too.
We are Venom.
Yeah, he does
yeah.
crazy voices. If it's not him or it's the guy who plays the Hulk forever, who do all the monster voices. I can't say his name. He's like Italian or something. But he do all the rough big man voices. He sounds crazy.
So
It's like Gene or
but
something.
with that said, of course we'll learn more about this deal as it comes. I'm hoping Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, and Toonami is added. But even if not, this is a huge win for y'all Netflix people. This is a huge win for y'all.
It's just it's going to bring more value, and it's a huge win for Netflix people who also don't mind staying at home and not have to deal with people ruining the damn movie.
Make
or
the
messy
theaters dope.
bathrooms.
Like you can't have something that's like whack and then want people to come all the time.
I just wonder if it's going to create another AMC 8 stock situation where they're going to short it. And it's going to trigger some more madness in the market. It's going to probably do something.
Well, see, we don't know what Netflix is going to do. Netflix might be like, well, we'll still release all the WB stuff. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Or
maybe
Netflix will be like, we're
now,
going to open our own theaters. Come to the Netflix 8
now,
or the Netflix 10 or something.
I think they own like some experimental theaters, but I think there was rumors they wanted to slightly expand to that just so they can be more accessible for award. They want awards. It's crazy how they already the winners, but they still feel this
Netflix is one.
They feel the need to validate themselves with these awards. But I guess if you get the awards, you get the prestige, then you can get any director, any person to be on your side, and then that kind of hushes all that up.
Yeah,
so
they've already gotten like Golden Globes and stuff like Netflix.
I don't know,
won awards,
but at the same time, they also I think hate the movie theater. They kind of laugh at it and say they outdated tech, and they not wrong. We look,
because you can buy a better projector for your house than they have at the movie theater, and they got access to millions. It's like, what are y'all doing?
And I'm gonna take it from just a human aspect. Yes, I've had some great times taking girls out to the movies when it was not dirty or not weird or something, and you had those moments. But we could afford the movies too. Now maybe
you could afford the movies.
Afford the movies but they can't. Clearly, they're not going as often, and they can't try every movie. And then because you got bad economic situations.
The best thing you could do is probably get the subscription. But I mean, are there 4 movies that you can see now? Technically, if the theater was nice enough to go to, the subscription could actually work in helping people try movies that they normally wouldn't try since they paying like $20 or $25 a month anyway. But like, yo, y'all gotta get that theater under control, man. You got
But
to.
I'm also, let's keep it a buck. Like you said, are the movies good? I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like I
want to
gotta
go
get
to a
up,
movie,
get
waste my
off, fly
time.
up, go park, pay to park. If some places depending on,
If
and then see a
if
movie
it's
that's
not
trash.
if it's not IP that I want to see, or genre, or an idea, because excuse me, IP is such a dirty word to some people. Whoop-de-doo. But it's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go see the Marvel movies. I'm gonna go see stuff like Predator Badlands.
Yep,
That's dope.
that
I
was
might,
dope.
I was willing to go see Now You See Me, but since that kind of passed, it already, I ain't gonna say it flopped. It did good
It was
enough.
also cool to see
But-
that there's a planet that even the Yautja is like, leave it
Yeah.
alone. Leave it alone. No, don't go over there.
But the truth is, do I need to absolutely see a Now You See Me 3 in theaters? No, I could see it on Netflix.
The first one
and it's gonna
wasn't
be-
really that great. Like,
Yeah,
let
so
it go.
I
Y'all-
can just
You know what?
wait
Y'all
for
want to
that.
talk about Marvel movies so much. Y'all need to be talking about Now You See Me. The movie, one, it's way too late. Two, the idea is just washed up, y'all. It's washed up.
Yeah, it's
the
like-
idea is not great. It's just,
I want to see it, but y'all,
and the trailer wasn't funny. The
they
trailer.
tried with these new actors that nobody knows, other than.
I mean, I guess I'll go because I have the subscription, so I'll go.
That's a home camp, Flex Vision.
See, since
Special.
I'm already paying, what is it, $20, $22, whatever. Since I'm already paying that, yeah, I'll go see it. I'll probably go see that and Jujutsu Kaisen this weekend because I mean,
But guess what?
I get 4 movies a week, so why not?
And also,
But
I'm gonna go see Zootopia 2 because it's original idea. Because part
Yeah.
1 was original. It was a movie that people love, and my wife likes it. So I'm gonna pick that one. So
yeah, we're
I
already
still-
gonna take the little guy to see that. So it's just the snow threw things off today, but
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna see that.
So I'm just saying, for all these people crying about the certain people, I'm just saying, how diverse are y'all truly diverse? Y'all not. So a lot of smaller
Yeah.
directors, black directors, or just don't fit y'all genre of art house and so-called non-mainstream, but you still be mainstream stuff, in my opinion. And they can't get on these platforms. But when a Netflix do give them a shot and it works out, so be it. So, and I ain't saying Netflix is some good bad shit. I don't use good when it comes to corporations like of
Yeah.
that size. There's no bottom, there's no top. Just understand that there's no bottom, there's no top. They want to
they kind of
expand
exist in
to fill up space. They want to just be everywhere. They want to be everything. And I
Yeah.
mean, ultimately, it's kind of funny that we got a movie called Running Man. That's what it's about, and they wanted to do it too. So
yeah.
those, and go figure, those movies just don't even work in theaters anymore. People be like, "You want to be broke? Now you're supposed to be trying to be rich all the time, grind every day." That's where we at now with culture.
Running Man
so-
was run. Oh, and also with Running Man, I'll say this, then we could get to final thoughts. Running Man, shouts out to showing old boy from what's the CW movie, the only CW show, the only black CW show, the American All American. Shouts out for having homeboy from All American on Running Man. It was good to see him. You know what I'm saying? It was good to see him out there doing
Is
this.
he British? Ain't he
I don't
British?
know.
I think he's
Is
British.
he British, man? Look,
You know they be. I'm
why
telling you,
y'all
look it up.
always?
They get
they-
British people, and then they go train with WC or Ice Cube for voice direction, like old boy from Snowfall. And he even talked about it that he went to Dub C. To
Yo,
get
there
his,
are tons.
diction.
There's actors here that you know what? That's a whole nother.
That's a whole other
I'm
pod.
gonna leave that alone. Look, Coop. Final thoughts on this sale?
Final thoughts. Larry Ellison keep crying tears of lies and hypocrisy because it's funny, and it's funny to see what the most crookedest white man of David Zasloff. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, look, white listeners, this ain't to knock you if you ain't crooked, but I'm just saying, David Zasloff, who at least most people, 90% of people agree, has been a bane on creators, regardless of if you was with WB, your stuff,
They don't like it.
especially if you was animation or something bizarre or just older, they cut you off so they didn't have to pay you.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, this Punk is gonna escape scot-free with a pay raise whenever he goes back to Discovery because he did what the stockholders wanted him to do. But he is a curmudgeon. He's a miser. WB, while it's not one person, but ultimately they were a cause of their own problems that where they had to keep getting sold again. Hopefully this is the end of WB being sold, and then we can get back to DC strengthening itself, then to what other IP they have. You know, I'm not a big Dune guy, but don't they own that? You know, they got the distribution.
Oh yeah, I think they make Dune. But
so I think they make Dune. Harry Potter, I think they still have the distribution rights to Harry Potter. So they got massive stuff now. The Lego movies, I mean, I don't know, that's something. But they got a lot. You know
what? The Lego movies are something that could have been way more, but it's like they just stopped. They were cool, they were funny, they were cute, and then they just stopped them.
And we got enough of them. They'll come back. So,
just like the Mario movie. I enjoyed that Mario movie, and they were like, all right, that's it.
Hey, and I'm gonna float this out there now. Netflix, Ted, bring it in if you're listening. Go ahead and make that Static Shock movie, dog. You can make it. You can go ahead and put it right to Netflix.
There we go.
You got the money. Go ahead. Get.
If we
Michael B. Jordan produce it like you're supposed to.
If we get a whole Static and then further along milestone out of this,
Michael B. Jordan is already under it. He's already at WB.
Look, man. If we get that out of this deal,
we don't need Icon. But we can get Static. We get right.
Hey, the Rocket just leave Icon.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We don't need Icon.
I ain't gonna explain why, but y'all can dig into it.
Oh, we could just rewrite Icon in a different way. You know what I'm saying?
Just move or rewrite him to not be whatever. Caleb McLaughlin is Static. Stranger Things, maybe. I see it. I can see it.
All right. Then just get that horrible box off of them. But anyway, where can they find you?
You can find me at Blerd-ish on IG. Check the link for the sale. Different things. My Twitch. We playing some Cosmic Invasion. All this. I gotta beat it. It's actually harder than you think without a friend. It's actually
it get tough, man. It get tough.
But
like, the first 3 levels, they're like, all right,
that's a lot.
Up. Yeah. And then after like the first 2-3 levels, they like.
By the time you get to Venom, oh my God, Venom beat the hell out of me.
Well, because there's all these pitfalls and traps on the floor.
They wear you out before you get to the boss, and then the boss go crazy. They don't tell you that the bars, like every boss thing changes up. Man, Venom got super. He hit every combo. He got super fast. And he tearing you up on the ground. He just munching your legs.
Man,
I'm like, they do not want you to win as a solo person. But shout out to what's his name? Thanos. He actually wasn't hard solo. You just gotta figure out this little trick with the
you gotta figure. Once you figure out the trick, then it's like cool. But it's tough because there's so much stuff coming at you. Yeah. But because I was like, hold up. I was like, am I supposed to hit these little guns? I was like, what is going on? But anyway,
it's still a fun time. But that's where you can find me. Go to the sale, check it out. If you're in Baton Rouge on December 13th, come out to Art Night at the Smiling Dog. Be set up. It's gonna be a lot of collective art, different things, from punk rock music to fire, belly dancing, all under a holiday theme, and drinking, of course, plenty of drinking. But art, books, comics. And Christmas Eve, if you're in Baton Rouge, I will be at Red Stick Reads popped up, maybe doing it the 21st, but that's where I'm gonna be at for December.
All right, for me, check out NERDSoul Decor, get you some wall art. We got this weekend. Okay, we got more gaming content coming because I got a whole bunch of fight clips. We got Welcome to Derry coming. We got some interviews coming up soon because we got some dope comics on the way. So yeah, stay tuned and y'all be cool. Protect yourselves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Keep watching. Keep your head on a swivel. But
don't listen to film bros who think that this is the end of the world.
NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time, from us to you, we're saying, look, clean up them theaters, fix them chairs, and get a brand new projector. Peace.
I like Chris Nolan movies. Ooh.
Ew.